everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be talking about self-compassion. So the first question I'd like to ask you is if you feel that you are compassionate towards yourself. Do you feel that you afford yourself the same thing that you would a friend? And if the answer to that is maybe not as well as you'd like to be, or not as much as you'd like to be, then what are some things that you feel are getting in the way of you being compassionate towards yourself? So the idea of being self-compassionate means that we can be kind to ourselves when we fail, and we treat ourselves with the caring support that we would give another person who is struggling. Self-compassion entails being warm and understanding towards ourselves when we suffer, when we fail, or when we feel inadequate. So self-compassion is done rather than ignoring the pain or beating ourselves up and being judgmental towards ourselves because of those things. Self-compassion is a balance of truth, which is acknowledging maybe that you did make a mistake or there's an area of your life that you'd like to improve, as well as grace, which is I still have worth and I have value and I will address those things accordingly. What does this mean? Grace and truth together means that you acknowledge without minimizing what's happened, or also the flip side is making more of it than it was. So at the same time applying compassion to yourself. So self-compassion is a gentle way of relating to ourselves when we're struggling as well as when things are going well. And it's treating yourself the same way you would a friend who is struggling, who's scared, who's insecure, who's confused. Mark chapter 12 verses 28 to 31 reads, "One of the teachers of the law came and heard them debating. Noticing Jesus had given them a good answer, he asked him, 'Of all the commandments, which is the most important?' 'The most important one,' answered Jesus, 'is this. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind and with all your strength. The second is this. Love your neighbor as yourself. There is no greater commandment than these.'" In Ephesians 4 verses 25 to 32, it talks to us a little bit more about how we are to love our neighbors. First, I'm reading from the NLT. "So stop telling lies. Let us tell our neighbors the truth, for we are all parts of the same body. And don't sin by letting anger control you. Don't let the sun go down while you're still angry, for anger gives a foothold to the devil." I'm going to skip to verse 29. "Don't use foul or abusive language. Let everything you say be good and helpful, so your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them. And do not bring sorrow to God's Holy Spirit by the way you live. Remember, He has identified you as His own, guaranteeing that you will be saved on the day of redemption." Verse 31, "Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as Christ has forgiven you." So if we are to do these things for someone else, then we also have to do these things for ourselves. We can be there for ourselves with gentleness, with care, support, giving ourselves really what we actually need, not diminishing our needs, not dismissing, and out of that support, then we can support another person and honor God with what we do. I hope that was helpful for you. Have a great day.